presented to you by Arena Plus. I'm Carlo Wamintuan, your host for this afternoon. We're all so excited for the final series that will be starting this Friday at the SM Mall of Asia Arena. First, introducing our VIPs who have joined us in this press conference. We introduce PBA Commissioner Mr. Willie Marshall. Also here is PBA Chairman and TNT Governor Mr. Ricky Vargas. PBA Chairman and PBA Vice Chairman and Barangay Ginebra Governor and Team Manager Mr. Al Francis Chua. Also joining us this afternoon is PBA Finance Director Ms. Odessa Encarnacion. Come on. Also here is Signal TV Head of Channel Management and Programming Ms. Risa Vilas. Hi Ms. Reese. Also joining us is PBA Media Bureau's Mr. Dave Coros. Hi Sir Dave, good afternoon. And loudest cheers from Mr. Dave Coros this afternoon. Now introducing the two teams that will be seeing action for the Commissioner's Cup Finals. Introducing first, Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel, and they're represented by Head Coach Tim Cole. Also acknowledge the presence of Assistant Team Manager Mr. Rayboy Rodriguez. Sir, afternoon. For their players, they have RJ Abarientos, Jacket Aguilar, Maverick Ahamisi, Stephen Holt, Jamie Malonzo, and Scotty Thompson. Unfortunately, Justin Downey will not be able to join us due to a medical situation at the time being. Now introducing the other side, looking for their second straight championship in the PBA's 49th season, the TNT Tropang Giga. Let's hear it for Head Coach Shot Reyes. For their players, they have Kim O'Hin, Reyna Batak, Kevin of Mana, R.R. Pugoy, and they will be joined later on by Ronde Hollis Jefferson. JP Adam also will not be able to join us due to a medical situation. Now, to start off with our press conference, we would like to hear from our PBA Chairman and our PBA Vice Chairman. Let's start out with the Governor of the TNT Topangiga, Mr. Ricky Vargas, for his opening remarks. So, Ricky?
Welcome to the finals. We're happy to be here. We're looking forward to a great series. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Ricky.
Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Salamat sa pagpunta. Kahit nandito tayo sa medyo malayo, nandito kayo lahat. Maraming salamat. Enjoy the finals.
Maraming salamat po, PBA Chairman and PBA Vice Chairman. Now it's time to hear from the head coaches of both teams. Let's start out with the TNT head coach, Coach Shot Reyes.
Like they said, thank you for coming over. We hope to give you an exciting finals, and we're glad to be here. Hoping and praying that both teams play to their potential and both teams remain healthy the entire series. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Shot. Now it's time to hear some words from Coach Timko.
Yes, thank you for coming. It can be a long trip for everybody. I just want to say that it's always great to be in the finals. It's always nice to be here with you, and means we're doing something right, and we hope that we can continue to do something right as the series progresses. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Tim. Thank you, Coach Shot. And now it's time to open the floor. Questions from our friends from the media. I believe we have a microphone out there. Just raise your hand. We will be approached so we can open our question and answer portion. We welcome now to Kainan, our TNT manager, Mr. Jorge Lastimosa. How about a round of applause for Mr. Jorge Lastimosa? Birthday boy! Happy birthday! Mr. Jorge Lastimosa joining us now. Again, we have a mic near our media friends. Just raise your hand if you have any questions to ask to anyone from our VIP table out front. Again, raise your hand and you will be approached with a microphone to be able to ask your question. I can get things going. Coach Shot, you won the last time that we faced Barangay Ginebra in the finals, but now no Jason Castro, of course, a big change for you, a big absence. How are you expecting the rest of the team to step up and fill the void that was left by a player of Jason's caliber?
I've said this before, I don't think anyone can fill in the shoes of Jason. So we're just asking all the other players to give in a little bit more and try to contribute a little more than what they usually do so that we can all try and make up for Jason's loss. So that's the best we can do. Really is to hope that the effort of the others is enough to cover for Jason not being here with us.
Thank you, Coach Shaw. Anyone ready with their questions? Let me ask another one to Coach Tim Cole this time around. Coach Tim, for the Commissioner's Cup, we opened it up in terms of high, unlimited possibilities. You can go for a 6'10", a 7-footer import. But at the end of the day, it's a couple of 6'6" guys who will meet up in the finals. What can you say about the quality, about the talent, and the character of both Ronde Hollis Jefferson and Justin Brownlee?
Oh, yeah, that's really, I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, it's true. You know, it's really, I think, that just the idea of continuity of these guys being in the league and knowing the league, being able to fit well with their respective teams. You know, RHJ has just brought a tremendous mentality to the Talk and Text team. You know, he shows up every game, he shows up every quarter, every possession, and he just inspires his teammates. You could just see it on the floor all the time. And for Justin, it's just, you know, it's that comfortability that we have with him, the confidence that we have in him, knowing he's going to show up at big moments, just being a great teammate, and just being one of the guys, and never asking for special treatment, never asking really for anything. And you know, just two special players, and you know, we're lucky at this time right now in the PBA to be able to witness these two guys go at each other, and these are momentous times. I think when we look back 10 years from now, you know, we're going to be remembering these times when the rivalry was big between Justin and RSJ.
Thank you, Coach Tim. Now questions from the media. Let's start out with Ms. Applebaum.
Yes. Question for both coaches, Coach Tim and Coach Chuck. What do you think will be the game changer or the X factor for your teams in the series? Coach Tim.
Can we kill you first? I'm not sure we can tell you that. Well, I think we're coming into this series with a lot more depth than we had in the last time we played them, and I think that's going to be a big factor for us. Just the idea that we have a little bit more depth and length than we had in the last series we played.
Thank you, Coach Tim. Coach Chuck?
Our ability to play at the high level without Jason. He was the last finals MVP. So it's like taking that piece away is going to be a telling factor. Having said that, the other players that we have, we're not going to sell them short because they've shown in the last series how well they can play even without Jason. But I'd be lying if we don't admit that it will be a big factor here.
Thank you, coaches.
Thank you, Abo. Next, we have Mr. Ruben Terado.
Good afternoon po. To the coaches, this is the third time we'll be facing each other in the finals. Do you feel like TNT and Barangay Ginebra, the matchup is already a rivalry in the PBA, and how will that help the league?
Well, I think Chuck and I would both agree that we've been rivals for the last, since you left the last year back in 19, forgotten? I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, there's always been that rivalry. You know, we're friends, but we also know we're competitors, and we like to compete. And I think, you know, irrespective of the teams we coach, we've always had great respect and really come out and compete with each other. It doesn't change through the years. So, in fact, it just continues to get heightened as the more we go along. And I think the older we get, I think the more special these series become. So, you know, I know we're both looking forward to it.
Yeah, 35 years to be exact. My last stint with Alaska was 1990, so that's 35 years ago before I moved over to Pure Foods. So, like Tim said, I think the more important thing is the legacy that we leave. Hopefully, we're two coaches who are not only coaching for the victory of our respective teams, but to really leave a mark and a legacy on Philippine coaching. And at the end, when all of this is said and done, hopefully that's something that we can both be proud of.
Thank you, Sir Ruben. Next question. Yeah, sir.
Coach, for a question for Coach Shot. Coach Tim mentioned their advantage, which is their depth. As we all know naman po, yung isa nilang player is formerly your player. How are you navigating a final series with a former player on the other side po? Thank you.
With great difficulty. Troy brings a lot more than just his skills and his talent to a game. His willingness to do whatever it takes. He's a great teammate. So there's so many intangibles when you talk about Troy. So that's going to be, and he wasn't there in our last final, so that's going to be a big factor. But so is Jamie. Jamie as well is going to be 100% right now, and that's another factor that we have to contend with. So really,